And funny enough, most people have forgotten that the purpose of taking on a human life is to find the soul, why you came down here. The majority of humans have forgotten that, which is kind of sad. You know, we get caught up in the world and the worries of the world, and then just mundane things become most important. And yet, you know, the sort of primary guidebook, if you want to say it, for so many billions of people on earth has been the Bible. There's one sentence in there that Jesus says, "Seek ye first the kingdom of God, and all shall be added unto you." So people have it now in reverse, where they're first seeking mundane material things, and then maybe if I have time, then I'll find God. So it becomes like a second, third, fourth, you know, all these other desires come before finding one's own soul. It's so strange. It's, you know, and I'll tell you, you know, when people reverse their way of thinking, there's a couple of reasons. One major reason is a person goes through an extreme difficulty in their life, you know, hitting the bottom of the barrel, so to speak. You know, say a person drinks too much alcohol and ends up, you know, I had a friend who fell off of a third-story building, and then his body was sort of shattered, and then after that he became a different person because he hit the bottom. He said, "What's the point of my life? There's got to be something more than chasing after material things." So that's one reason why people get on the spiritual path. Interesting that oftentimes it takes us to see our mortality like we're on the edge of death, and then suddenly we think, "Oh my God, what do I do now?" And then they start thinking about spiritual things. But until then, it's just like so casual. For me, every moment is precious. Thinking about spiritual things, divine things, God-like things. So the second reason why people get onto the spiritual path is because they feel something profound, especially, let's say, if they do some sort of spiritual practice or something spiritual, and it really strikes them to the heart, where they feel this illumined state of love, joy, peace, whatever it is, uplifted state of consciousness, and they say, "Wow, why didn't I search for this before?" Then spirituality becomes your drug, and no other drug will do. No other material, whatever it is, I don't care, the best drug on this planet will not match the spiritual illumination that you experience. That's how habits fall away. Normal habits that we have, normal mundane habits, those things really don't feel important anymore. You know, whatever it is, watching TV, eating donuts, drinking alcohol, whatever it is, those things make no sense. You just want to sit down and just strive to enter into, you know, the word samadhi, the last step of the yogic path. Samadhi, it's the purpose of yoga, to reach samadhi. So yogis are striving for samadhi, sitting down and meditating deeply, focusing their whole life, eating the right things, sleeping the right amount, thinking about divine things all day long, because they want to achieve that ultimate state of being. That is the purpose of their life. That's what a yogi does. Who's doing that? You know, I would say that in the United States, we're spoiled by material things. As I was joking before, Madonna said that. Material, what is it called? I'm a material girl in a material world. That's so true. It's very wise of her to say that. She saw right through humanity. And once you get stuck in a material world, it's hard to get out. It's hard to pull yourself out. So I sympathize, you know. What I'm doing is kind of a niche thing. It's a niche. You know, we're very, people who are looking for something more come. They want to go deeper somehow. And they find that very exciting. So they come to this gathering.